Brian.
So, Coach, just wanted to get your thoughts just on coaching Rachel and just all the different various roles that you've asked her to play this season.
Rachel, there's not really much more I can say about Rachel. She's been a huge piece of the heart that we have. She's been willing and ready and capable to do anything that's asked of her, whether that's been on or off the ball, whether that's been being a leader in the locker room. She's a true professional. She's a true team player. She's a true leader. She is what the better side of this league is about. We got a few of them in that locker room, and she's a special one.
Christian.
Hi, Coach. Christian One-Sider. So last game you talked about you want the players to be competitive. You want them to come out and fight. In this game, it seems like they did come out and fight, and unfortunately still resulted in a loss. Just reflecting on this game, what do you think it is? Do you think it's not a lot of people out with injuries, or how do you look at this game and this loss?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, three of our starters are out, and so yes, it's got something to do with that. But like I spoke last game, it's your will and ability to compete. It's something that you always have the ability to do, no matter who's on the roster, no matter who's suiting up. I think that we showed that today. I was very proud, very, very proud of our effort today. It's tough. We had 8 players going into it. One we just signed 7 days ago. So it's tough to get everyone up to speed at the same time. But we came into today with the message of commit and compete. That's been our motto all year. I thought we did that today.
Carly.
We've talked about turnovers a lot here, basically the whole season, but outside of the turnovers, you've also allowed a lot of the points off turnovers. What are things that you can do defensively to, at least when you do give up the ball, you can at least limit scoring opportunities that happen against any opponent, and then tonight against Indiana?
I don't think all turnovers are created equal. I think that the ones that hurt you are those live ball turnovers that put your defense in a tough situation to get back, and against a team that has such speedy guards as Indiana does, puts a lot of pressure on your transition defense, and especially with the makeup of our roster, we play a little bit bigger than other teams, and so we can be a little vulnerable in transition at times if we're not taking care of the ball. So it starts there. I thought our half-court defense was decent at times, and we played a ton of zone today, and at times it was good and at times it wasn't, but I think for the most part we executed what we wanted to do, with the exception of that first quarter. I thought we played 3 quarters of really tough basketball, and so again, pleased with the effort today.
Second run, right?
Coach, we saw a lot of fight from your team today, especially in that second half. To start off, you ended up getting the game to a 2-point score. Can you just talk about, with 5 players out, what your team did today and just the effort that they gave from everybody who got on the floor?
Yeah, I think games like today, as a fan, you're always going to look at the final result. I think as a coach and as a player and any internal part of the organization, you learn to be proud of efforts like these, especially in a season that's been tough. And so one thing about us is we're not going to give up, and so that's been the messaging. We want to continue to stay together. We know what the odds are in terms of the injuries that we face and things like that, but we still get paid to do a job, we from the staff to the players. And so from that standpoint, coming in with the understanding of doing our job and helping the person next to them do their job, that's part of the togetherness and the culture that we want to continue to create here in Chicago.
Go back to Brian.
Coach Timpson, she brought a lot, I thought, energy off the bench. Just wanted to get your assessment on just her play today.
Yeah, I mean, she's an effort and energy and a hustle player, has been that since her years in college, and she's growing with more and more confidence. The more valuable minutes that she gets with Indiana, just like I feel like Maddie is doing with us. And so she's a rookie, but she's someone that's she'll be around this league for a while. She's finding her niche, and they're finding minutes to insert her in those lineups, and they're valuable minutes. And so she's getting great experience over there, and she played extremely well tonight.
Katie, second run, yellow.
You brought Maddie Westfield in the first quarter today. What has the process been of kind of building trust with her as a rookie to the point where now you're comfortable bringing her in the first quarter?
Yeah, I think it's been you know, it's been the typical learning curves of a rookie, but at the same time, you know, her and Haley have both been thrown into the fire, maybe a little bit sooner than they anticipated, but they've handled those challenges well. I think that with each game, each passing game, no matter how they play it, you're still gaining valuable experience, and that just breeds and adds to the confidence. And I think that she's always going to have the trust level of us as a staff. I think that as each game goes, she's growing more and more trust within her teammates, and that's huge in itself as well. And so they trust her to be out there on both ends of the floor. She gives maximum effort every time that she's out there. She's continuing to learn to adjust to the pace of the W, which is an adjustment. And so I think she's been really, really good.
Ricky.
First play of the game, you drew up a dribble handoff for Camila. I would say she got off to a good start, then maybe didn't have as many opportunities later in the game. So what are the challenges of trying to feature her more offensively?
Yeah, I think that teams are making it more and more difficult to get just regular, easy post entries into her. So we got to find different ways to get her looks. And you know, I think that if there's one thing that y'all have seen from me now is I'm not afraid to put people in different positions to try to be successful. And so, yeah, but it's we're going to continue to put her in different positions as well. I think the days of just sitting her on the block and throwing it in, those days are probably gone. We got to find other creative ways to get her those types of looks in those areas. They can kind of create some difficulties for the opposing defense, and so we'll continue to work at it. I thought that she continued to bring the effort and the energy in today, even when whether shots were falling or whether she was getting looks inside. I thought she gave a lot of good effort defensively. I thought she screened well today, and you know, we just got to find more opportunities to get her more looks each night. So.
And Carly Bell.
To follow up on that, Camila's defense has just seemed to be more disciplined here these last couple of games. She's not getting into early foul trouble. What are things that you've worked on with her since right around prior to the All-Star break to now that's allowed her to really settle into the defensive scheme and identity that you want this team to have?
Yeah, it's a lot of film watching with our staff. They've done a great job as well, and then I think some of it is just growth and maturity within Camila herself, and just understand how important she is to us on the defensive end. And then especially, you know, with the absence of Angel the last couple of games, puts even more importance on her to be able to be available. And so, you know, she understands that. She understands how, you know, what it does to us when she gets in the early foul trouble and not having her out there. And so, again, I think that that's part of her continued maturing process that she's adapting to really well.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, Coach.